Oh yeah, Bastards by Bob Refo. Tired of coming in to open your eyes, Connersville, Indiana. It is me, it is me, it is me. It's the guy that you like to see bleed but don't have the balls to watch me be. Doesn't even make sense. Welcome to the small town famous radio, as I like to call it, STF radio. So, I was writing down some notes tonight, and I was like, wow, man. And then somebody tagged me in something. And I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about AIDS, and maybe this is personal conversations I have with other people. I'm like, be careful, like, especially people who are promiscuous, because, like, AIDS and hepatitis are, like, running rampant. Like, 2 kids at the fucking playground with no regard for you or anybody. They're just, like, fucking shit up. They're throwing sand in people's eyes. They're making people sick because they're rubbing their noses and sticking their thumbs in their mouths. And Fayette County is under a public health emergency. Now, call me, you're like, okay, I should be up on this stuff since I do dish on the town, but like, okay, well, I don't shoot dope in my fucking arms, so, and I don't fucking date, and I don't fuck anybody from Connersville, Indiana, so, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, short of somebody coming up and being like, yo, and I'm like, what? And they're like, soup is so good. And they cut the finger open and jab it in my eye. It just makes me sick simply because, well, I mean, this is, and this PC bullshit's going to come into play. I get it. People that aren't intravenous drug users have these diseases, but the public health emergency isn't caused by those fucking people. It's caused by another demographic of people who need help. Okay, so we have a needle exchange program now, and I'm going to take a guess that it parks by Herb Lumber across from JCPenney's, which I'm sure JCPenney's is absolutely fucking thrilled about. That's good for commerce, by the way, to have a mobile. I support the needle exchange, but I think it needs to be permanent. Not once a week, permanent. We have buildings in this town that can be funded or bought. There are people in this town that have enough money that they could buy a fucking building and pay for treatment for like 20 years for people, but they won't come off their money. If I had the money, I'd fucking do it. People don't want to come off their money or their power or their real estate or their investments. Look, your investments are going down the toilet because of, there's a public health emergency. Attention, all planning on moving to Connersville, Indiana. Hepatitis and AIDS are everywhere. Stay the fuck away. Or do what most of us normal people are doing, and that's getting the fuck out. Normally I'd address this to Leonard Urban, our current mayor, but he really doesn't count anymore. I don't remember him declaring this public health emergency either, which, I mean, whatever. I'm not going to hold that on him, but if he did, please, like, by all means, leave a comment on this video or contact me and let me know that he did so I can give credit where credit is due because, like I said, I'm only reporting what I know, won't report what I don't know. So, this mobile unit once a week is fucking insufficient, and it's a goddamn insult to the counties that have public health emergency crisis. I see counties and towns do more for assholes who aren't even doing anything or nothing's wrong with them. I've seen them do more for those assholes than they do for the people that need help. All right, so we have a tremendous heroin problem here in Connersville, Indiana. It's bad everywhere, according to everybody. But I live here, so let's talk about that, right? We're losing people left, right, front, and center. People are dying outside. People are throwing their dirty fucking needles down. People are using dirty needles to shoot up. Oh, dude, I sit here and I don't say this with like some kind of pride, like, look at this fucking place and me talking about it. No, I look at it and go, what the fuck? What the fuck happened to my hometown, man? Who did this? Who said, you know, hey, look, we're going to pump a bunch of heroin into this fucking little villa and watch everybody die. And then we're going to have this fucking guy in office for 8 years who makes promises he can't come through with, and he walks out okay, but the rest of the town suffers. So the town lost hope, and it was like down with hope and up with dope. You know, I mean, I hope our mayor-elect is more of a guy that's going to step up in front of our people and be like, hey, get your fucking heads out of the sand. Stop this bullshit bickering topics, talking about people trying to discredit people over petty goddamn fucking bullshit, and try some fucking unity. Try some consideration. Try being a decent human being, and then maybe this place will come together. The demographic of people who are using the drugs and have the diseases, we could help them. But when you assholes are online fighting each other over fucking goddamn ego-driven, egocentric, egomaniacal, Jesus-laden bullshit, you're never going to come together. And that is a fact. That is a fact beyond all things that I have experienced, because I have been there. I've got them on film. Wow. Just fucking wow, man. A public health emergency. How many of you knew about it? Wherever you're at and you're hearing this, there's a comment place. Just say, I didn't fucking know, or I knew, dumbass, and you should have been watching the news. But you weren't. And now you're talking about it. But it's an insult to have this thing come through once a week. There are people out there with money who could donate it, but they won't. So we're going to look into some way to get this place established permanently. I know of buildings that are like business, are zoned for commercial businesses, but they're in places where it's not going to matter. It's by the railroad tracks. The train rolls through there. It roars through there. You don't hear shit. No business wants to set up there. So you turn it into a needle exchange, and the people can seek, you know, like go in there with anonymity and do their thing and do what they got to do. And it's not going to hurt any businesses that are already established, like JCPenney's and Save-A-Lot and whatever fucking 10th rent of fuck place is. Yeah, they fucking rent it to you and fuck you at the same time. You know, but you got to look. I mean, it's yeah. Whew, man, guys, this shit gets me fired up big time. Big fucking time. My God. This city's blood type is Mountain Dew. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And we're going to play a drinking game that Casey came up with, and that was take a shot every time you hear me say fuck. And that fuck counts, and so does that fuck, and that fuck. And that fuck. That fuck. Wow. All right, I want to move on. I was listening to a podcast earlier. It was called What the Fuck Podcast. Yeah, I really don't know. If you go to the Godfather Vlogs on Facebook, I have a link there to it, so you can access it on SoundCloud. And I will also be posting all the other information once I get it all verbatim. I wanted to get it before, but this health crisis thing just fucking poof made my head explode, and I had to get right on it. So, but he was talking about haters, you know, and haters are here to stay. We're gonna get to that in a second. I want to speak on something I saw today. I went to our bigger Walmart that they built outside of town that is inconvenient to all the residents of our county, but like that fucking matters to anybody here. And they had like I don't know if he's a detective or what, like Dennis Perkins patrolling around the store, which I understand that with we got a public health crisis, which obviously means we have a heroin problem that's out of control, which means this man has to spend time inside this store making sure assholes aren't stealing shit and jacking up the prices on our stuff. I like Dennis. Dennis is a good guy. And he's also very friendly and approachable. But it's just sad that You know, I mean, we have to guard a Walmart, this multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. They could pay to have their own goddamn security, walk around all fucking day long and make sure people don't steal shit. It's called loss prevention. These assholes in the Walton family, or whatever the fuck their last name is, have so much goddamn money. They have like more money than some third world nations. I mean, and nobody should have that much fucking money. So I don't understand why. Unless they're paying him, like to do it on his own, his day off, then that's cool. But I mean, literally, they could have a regimen in there and not go broke and still turn a profit. When you're hauling in billions of pounds of fucking merchandise from China, don't give a shit, China, gonna go to war with China. We funded their military, China. Yeah, they're gonna make fucking hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars every second. I can't remember how much money they said these guys made per minute, but it would blow your mind so much that you wouldn't even bother picking up the skull fragments and the brains. You would just be lobotomized and be like, "Oh, Tara, go get toilet paper from Walmart." Ridiculous. And these are other assholes. They want to have a fucking store here. Maybe we should put out a petition that they help fund a needle exchange program, or they're not going to have a town to have a Walmart in, and we're going to have another fucking abandoned building. I mean, there's going to be a mass exodus from here one day. People are going to wake up one day, their tires are going to be slashed, their windows are going to be broken, everything in their house is going to be stolen, somebody's going to do a home invasion, somebody's going to get killed. It's just a matter of time, and that people are going to be like, you know what? This small town life has been shattered. There's a lot of people I know who live out in the rural areas, out in the country and stuff, but when you live in town, it's different. I know this isn't Indianapolis or Detroit or St. Louis, but god damn it, this is Connersville, and when you live in town, you live amongst the dense population of everybody. You may see the same motherfuckers every day, but you also see about 50 people you don't know. And you're wondering, why are they traveling down my road constantly, walking down? Oh, I know why they're doing it. But far be it for me to fucking call people out on it. And I'm not fucking with junkheads and fucking people trying to go buy dope. You know what I'm saying? The chances are the cops already know they're there. They already know who the fuck they are. And if my security camera catches their face on camera, then I guess they are in public and they gave up their rights to privacy. Whew! So haters. I want to talk about haters. This guy nailed it on the What the Fuck podcast. I mean, they're going to be around forever. And this is the bottom line. This is how I feel about haters. Is haters will make you money. They are more likely, they probably won't buy your merchandise, or they'll ironically buy it, but they will listen to your shit just to hate on it. Just to have something to do. Because they're sitting there going, God damn, I am not nearly as quick and witty and funny or even useful as this fella. So I'm going to hate on it. And I love it. I embrace it. I embrace the hate. I've done it my whole life. Ever since 4 or 5 guys would be beating my ass at school, just punching me in the face, and I'd smile and spit in their face and fuck you. Ever since then, I learned to embrace the hate. I am not a violent person. I do not like to hit people. But a few months ago, I had to punch a guy for being inappropriate. And if I don't want to talk about the situation, but he had it coming, and I wish I'd hit him harder. But I don't like to hurt people because it was done to me so fucking much. But I learned to embrace that hate. And as a 38-year-old man who lives with his mommy, I've learned to not give 2 shits or a fuck. And if you're hating on me, it's because you don't have anything else better to do. I'm sitting here doing a podcast that probably 500 people are going to listen to, and that's a good number for me. It's a good number if it's 12. It's a good number if it's 5. But you're sitting at home thinking of shit to say to try to get to me, and it doesn't get to me. I just go and check my balance and go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm out, guys. It's been real. It's been real depressing, really. But Connersville, Indiana, get your shit together, man. There's slowly a coalition forming. There's people speaking out about it. People are no longer afraid to use their fucking First Amendment rights. Get out there, shake your fist at the motherfuckers. Tell them to fucking pony up their fucking cash and take responsibility for their actions and the mess that they fucking created. I am Ron Corbin, and I'm out.